Good day, here is the news at noon. First, the highlight. Lagos State Government deepens collaboration to address maternal neonatal mortality. National Emergency Management Agency engages Kano community on flood preparedness and response. On the foreign scene, United States bans 12 countries in new travel restrictions. And in sport, FIFA draws Flamingos in Group D alongside France, Canada, Samoa ahead 2025 Under-17 Women's World Cup in Morocco. Now the details. I am Dele Agadumo. The Lagos State Ministry of Health has expressed readiness to deepen collaboration with the Society of Gynecology and Obstetrics of Nigeria, Sogan Lagos sector, to address the persisting challenges of maternal and neonatal mortality in the state. This came to the fore when Sogan executives led by the former national president, Rotimi Akinola, and the Lagos sector chairman, Abidoye Gbadigeshin, paid an advocacy visit to the Lagos State Commissioner for Health, Akin Abayomi, at his office in Alausa, Ikeja. In his welcome remarks, Abayomi described human capital as the most vital infrastructure in Lagos and emphasized that maternal and infant welfare must take top priority in public health investments. Drawing from his recent visit to Southeast Asia, he noted how other regions were investing significantly in family health to safeguard future generations. Responding to the concerns raised by Sogan executives, the Commissioner welcomed the proposals brought forward by the professional body and pledged to consider them within the strategic planning framework of the ministry. Former Sogan President Rotimi Akinola, in his presentation, highlighted the need to institutionalize the Volunteer Obstetrician Service Scheme, which allows senior practitioners to mentor frontline health workers at the grassroots level. Chairman of Sogan Lagos sector, Abidoye Gbadigeshin, reaffirmed the society's commitment to partnering with the government in the interests of women's health. The Special Advisor to Lagos State Governor on Health, Kemi Ogunyemi, has echoed the call for deeper collaboration between government and civil society organizations to improve cancer care nationwide. Speaking at the National Cancer Survivors Day celebration organized by Atinoke Cancer Foundation in Lagos, Ogunyemi praised the foundation's efforts and works of awareness and advocacy. In a goodwill message, President-elect of the Union for International Cancer Control, Zainab Bagudu, applauded the foundation's grassroots impact and pledged continued global support. Also speaking, President of the Nigerian Cancer Society, Abidemi Omonisi, called for urgent policy reforms and survivor-centered care. One of the day's highlights was a moving panel session featuring 7 cancer survivors from across the globe, including voices from Australia, Brazil, Rwanda, India, Zimbabwe, and Nigeria. They shared personal stories of resilience and recovery, reminding everyone that survivorship goes beyond healing, but also about thriving. Lagos State Christian Pilgrims Welfare Board has called on public affairs personnel in the state to partner with the board in sensitizing the public about the Christian pilgrimage to the Holy Land of Israel. Speaking at a gathering of Ministry of Information and Strategy Public Affairs Management Staff Retreat in Lekki, Lagos, Board Secretary of the Lagos State Christian Pilgrims Welfare Board, Bolabo Okudero, urged the senior personnel to leverage their platforms and media expertise to dispel misconceptions and generate public interest in the pilgrimage program. Okudero emphasized the transformative impact of the pilgrimage, which renews faith, promotes peace, and strengthens moral values. He appealed to the officers to share and amplify pilgrimage messages across their MDAs and communities, collaborate on media sensitization campaigns, and encourage pastors and community members to consider the pilgrimage as a source of spiritual enrichment and renewal. With the first batch of pilgrimage set to commence soon, the board secretary stressed the importance of timely awareness for a successful program. Now to the rest of the stories. The National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, has engaged stakeholders and members of Doka community in Tofa local government area of Kano State on flood preparedness and response campaigns. The initiative aims to promote early action to save lives and livelihood during the 2025 rainy season. Director General of NEMA, Zubaida Umar, stated this during the agency stakeholders' engagement on the 2025 National Preparedness and Response Campaign on the Menace. The event, titled Strengthening Resilience, Enhancing Preparedness and Response, was organized in collaboration with the Lagos State with the Kano State Emergency Management Agency. Umar, who was represented by NEMA Kano Territorial Coordinator Nuruddin Umar, said the sensitization was in line with the federal government's renewed hope agenda of President Bola Tinubu in driving social, economic growth and development. He explained that the campaign aimed to reduce the impact of recurring floods and safeguard people's livelihood. The Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC, has deployed over 28,000 operatives across the country to ensure a peaceful and secure holiday period. Commandant General of the Corps, Ahmed Audi, said operatives from several specialized units, including the Intelligence Directorate, Special Female Squad, Commandant General's Special Intelligence Squad, Mining Marshals, Quick Response Tactical Team, Counterterrorism Unit, Operations Department, and Special Weapon and Tactics have been mobilized. Audi, in a statement signed by the Corps spokesperson, Afolabi Babali, noted that the large-scale deployment was part of the Corps' ongoing efforts to protect critical national assets and infrastructure, as well as to safeguard lives and property across the nation. He warned of the potential for criminal activities during the festive period and stressed the need to forestall any threats posed by unscrupulous elements. The Federal Road Safety Corps, FRSC, Kano State Command has commenced Eid al-Kabir Special Patrol from Thursday, June 5 to Wednesday, June 11. A statement released by the Sector Command's Public Relations Officer, Abdullahi Labaran, says the initiative is in anticipation of the high volume of human and vehicular traffic associated with the Salah celebrations and aims to ensure a hitch-free festive period. Labaran says the special patrol will ensure strict enforcement of road traffic laws and regulation, prompt rescue and response to distress calls, as well as speedy removal of obstructions from the highways, among others. Now to foreign news. United States President Donald Trump has signed a ban on travel to the U.S. from 12 countries, including Afghanistan, Haiti, and Iran, in a bid to protect Americans from dangerous foreign actors. 7 countries whose nationals face partial travel restrictions include Cuba and Venezuela. There are some exemptions, including athletes traveling for major sporting events, some Afghan nationals, and dual nationals with citizenship in unaffected countries. The proclamation echoes an order from Trump's first term in 2017, when he announced a ban on travel from 7 Muslim-majority countries from entering the U.S. The travel ban, which will take effect on June 9, fulfills a promise Trump made during his 2024 election campaign and is likely to draw swift legal challenges. Now, sports. Nigeria women's under-17 national team, the Flamingos, have been drawn alongside Canada, France, and Samoa in Group D of the 2025 FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup, set to hold in Morocco later this year. The draws, which took place at the Mohammed VI Football Academy in the capital city of Rabat saw the Flamingos pitted against the North American side Canada, European powerhouse France, and debutant Samoa ahead of the tournament scheduled to run from October 17 to November 8, with all matches set to be played in Rabat. Nigeria will be making her 8th appearance at the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup in history. The other groups for the tournament will see the host Morocco take on Brazil, Italy, and Costa Rica in Group A, while defending champions Korea DPR lock in hands with Mexico, Cameroon, and the Netherlands in Group B. Meanwhile, Group C will feature the United States of America, Ecuador, China, and Norway, while Group E has Spain, Colombia, Korea Republic, and Ivory Coast. That ends our news at noon. Just before we go, maintain adequate distance from the vehicle ahead of you to avoid collision. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch your news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration initiated the Lagos State Employability Support Project to address the labor skill gap and unemployment problems? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Christian Pilgrims Welfare Board has called on public affairs personnel in the state to partner with the board in sensitizing the public about the Christian pilgrimage to the Holy Land of Israel. The National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, has engaged stakeholders and members of Doka community in Tofa local government area of Kano State on flood preparedness and response campaigns. We also told you that United States President Donald Trump has signed a ban on travel to the U.S. from 12 countries, including Afghanistan, Haiti, and Iran, in a bid to protect Americans from dangerous foreign actors. And in sport, Nigeria women's under-17 national team, the Flamingos, have been drawn alongside Canada, France, and Samoa in Group D of the 2025 FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup, set to hold in Morocco later this year. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adirayo Iduwolaya. I am Dele Agadumo. Good afternoon. Thank you for listening.